Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 36 of Direwolf20's FTB Revelation series, where I'm working on the most ridiculous Cobbleworks one could imagine. It's a good time. In an effort to do things outside the norm and break away from some of the typical approaches that I've taken to doing things, I'm trying to come up with a way to make a Cobbleworks. So like frequently I'm running low on things like sand and gravel and cobblestone and glass and dirt. So like basic raw resources that generally, are easy to get, but like there's different ways to go about it, right? There's a handful of ways to make sand or gravel. So I'm coming up with a really ridiculous way using the Tome of Alkahestry, which basically dupes sand or gravel or dirt. And then we'll just, make cobblestone with a standard Cobbleworks thing. So to do that, we need to charge our Tome of Alkahestry, right? Now he can have about 1,000 charge stored in him. So that's going to roughly be 1,000 pieces of redstone. So duping sand and gravel is going to be a little expensive redstone-wise. Not terrible, but a little smidgen of expensiveness, right? So with that in mind, I started looking at, and I think I covered this last episode, how to get copious amounts of redstone, right? So there's a handful of ways that we could go about doing this. We could farm red orchids, right? Now I don't know how much we can farm red orchids, right? Like we could set this up. There's a couple ways we could go about this, right? Because I think I have a few of these, right? We could throw it in the phytogenic insulator, but that needs fluxed phytogrow, which is the harder one to get. And you only get one redstone per operation for that. So that's kind of meh, right? Kind of meh. Now it's possible that our red orchids, and I kind of want to test this because I happen to have one laying around on me. Plant on redstone ore. Do we have any redstone ore? I don't even think I'm going to bother testing it. I was curious like how well it would work under greenhouse glass, right? But meh, I'm not going to sweat that one because I didn't like that option that much. It seemed a little bit bah. So I was looking further into where can I get redstone. Well, witches drop them, so that's a thing, right? And, I mean, you can dupe it with the Conjuration Catalyst from Britannia. Oh, what else we got going on here? You can do some stuff with alchemy tabling. Meh. There's bees. Oh, what's this? Loot Fabricator, huh? Pristine Witch Matter. For each one of those, we'll get half a stack of redstone? That's pretty cool. You might notice in the top left of my screen, we have a bunch of deep mob learning stuff along with a witch data model. Psst, this is the way we're going. Alright, so to get started with Woot, there's a few things we're going to need. First, I'm going to need the Deep Mob Learner, which needs soot-covered plates, which is basically 3 obsidian and a soot-covered redstone. Now, soot-covered redstone, crafted by crushing redstone against a block of coal, aka left-click. So basically, we're going to get you, and we're going to get a block of coal, and we're going to pop this into the world. Boop, and then left-click. Ta-da! And we get soot-covered redstone. Easy peasy. Now, holding left click doesn't work. You literally have to, like, tap left click. So, if we needed to, we could automate this. I don't know that we need to just yet, because that was easy peasy. So we don't have to worry about that too much, right? So then we can get, let's get a stack of you just to have a bunch ready to go. We're going to need a few of these. Let's just get a handful, because you always need them for something, right? So there's your Deep Learner. This will display a HUD when in the main hand or offhand and populated with data models. Sweet. So there's no populated data models yet, but we have to get one going. So this is Deep Mob Learning. It's a fun mob. It's kind of like Woot in that you can use it to produce mob drop resources without actually spawning and killing mobs in the world. Basically, it uses power and it uses some mechanics to generate mob loot, right? Which is a good thing because, as we know, entities in Minecraft generally, if you have a lot of entities going on, you have a lot of lag. So imagine you're playing on a multiplayer server with 20 friends and they all have a mob farm, right? That's a lot more lag than if you had a Woot or a Deep Mob Learning machine, right? So it's totally a good thing to have, right? So we're going to do a blank data model, right? So that's going to be one of these dudes. And to make the witch data model, right? Each data model, there's many different kinds for each of the different mobs in Minecraft, including, Twilight mobs and, other mobs added by other mods, right? I think there's one for thermal mobs, but I might be crazy. I think this is it. Thermal elemental data. Yeah, that's what's up. So Deep Mob Learning, there's lots of different things, right? The witch one happens to be a glass bottle. So you combine your blank data model with a glass bottle, and you're good to go. Hooray! So right-click your Deep Mob Learner and place your data model inside one of the 4 slots. And what you'll see here is it tells you information about the mob that you're hunting and its model tier, which you can also see by mousing over the thing and holding shift. Basically, there are 5 tiers of data model, right? So there's, let's see if we pop into the simulation chamber here, right? So there's these different tiers here, as you can see. Basic, advanced, superior, and self-aware. And each tier represents how likely you are to get the pristine matter, which you can turn into loots, right? So at basic tier, you only have a 5% chance. Advanced 11, superior 24, self-aware 42, okay? And this is the thing that you can use to generate mob drops, right? So basically each data model, right, that you get, so like let's say we had an Enderman data model, right? When you turn that stuff into this, you could get end crystals or ender pearls or enderman heads, right? So there's different drops you can get from different mobs. So like creepers, for example, you have the ability to make gunpowder and also creeper heads, right? And some mobs add you know, a few other drops to them, right? So like iron from zombies, for example. Pretty cool. So there's other things we might play with this for, but for now the main purpose of this is making redstone. So to level up your data model from faulty, which is, it doesn't work at all, right? Faulty stinks, you can't do anything with it. You have to kill mobs of that type, right? So you can see data collected there. It tells you it's 0 out of 6, and data per kill is 1, right? So your simulation cost there, we'll talk about in a sec. And the type is overworldian, right? So basically what this means is we have to kill 6 witches to upgrade this data model from faulty, which does nothing, to basic, which gives you a small chance of simulating this mob and getting loots from him, right? And it tells you right here, defeat 6 more to reach basic. So we're gonna go do that, right? That's pretty much what's up. Now there's also the glitch-infused sword. The data gained from the demise of a mob is doubled. When data is gained, there is also a small chance that the sword will get a permanent damage increase. That's pretty cool. However, to get that, we need glitch-infused stuff, which we'll talk about. This is a little bit later. I think you need to make a trial key in order to get glitch items. But hey, look, it happens to be nighttime. Yay. Let's fly over to where we think we might find witches. Weren't there some in this area over here previously? I think an episode or 2 back we had that, right? And if we want to see what's going on, you'll see in the top left, if you place this in your offhand, see how it has the picture of the witch, and it says 6 to go. Cool beans. All right. So let's keep our eyes open for witches over in this this here biome. Oh, witches. Wherefore art thou, witches? Wasn't there a witch's hut over here? Yeah, there was. Hello, witch. How are you? Hooray! Top left, it says 5 to go. So we have to kill 5 more witches. Now, what's the deal with the witch's hut? Like, do they just have, like, a chance of spawning nearby? Like, an increased chance? I'm not even gonna worry about that dude over there. But since I'm hunting mobs, we should be ready to heal ourselves if things go, you know, south. Any more witches nearby? Witches, witches, witches. Wherefore art thou? Witches. Hey, there's one. 4 to go. Not bad. Not bad. So that's how you get started with deep mob learning, right? You basically have to kill a certain number of mobs. And then you want to continue leveling up your stuff. There's another witch. Do you like my witch impression? I thought it was pretty good. Alright, 3 more witches to kill. Shouldn't be too bad to find. Considering we've already found 3 in like a few minutes here, I think we should be in pretty good shape. How about I kill the last 3 off camera? Just, you know, for entertainment value purposes. Alright, back home with a basic data model now. So that's cool beans, right? What we've got now is a basic tier, witch data model, which means that we can start using it. It's not going to be great yet. Now, if we killed 12 more witches, it would upgrade to advanced. But witches are hard to find, so I'm not going to bother with that, right? So what I'm going to do instead is make a simulation chamber, right? For this, we're going to need a soot-covered machine casing. And then the simulation chamber, what am I missing? Comparators. I'm just going to make a bunch, because why not? Yeah. Cool. You can live... Where do I want you to live? I mean, like, here seems like a pretty good spot, right? Because we're not really using this anymore, I don't think. We haven't used either of those in a while now. Hey, where's my hammer? There it is. Ta-da! Suddenly clean. Now I'm pretty sure that we can run power in through here, right? Goodness, I typed it that way because I thought I'd have less typos, but no. Okay, and then switch you back. That. Do I want this in the wall? In the wall seems like a cool idea, right? Do we like that idea? Kind of like that. Simulation chamber. Hooray! So in order to start simulating the killing of witches, we place our basic data model into there. And you can see it tells me that we have a pristine chance of 5%, but we can't begin the simulation because we're missing the polymer medium, right? So the polymer medium, which I'm going to teach to our system right now, is this guy, right? It's not a bad recipe. A little bit of iron, lapis, and gold, and some clay for all the balance, right? And how are we doing on clay? We're actually doing pretty good on clay. I'm surprised we have so much, but yeah, we do. So that's neat. Cool. We don't need these guys no more, and the simulation chamber is covered, and the Tome of Alchemy is covered. So we only have one more thing to make for this mod, and that should be cool, right? So like, give me 100-ish of that, and then bing, bang, boom. Sweet. And then we just pop that right in there. Launching runtime. Iteration number 1 started. Loading model from chip memory. Assessing threat level. Engaged enemy. Pristine procurement failed. Processing results. Bump, 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 bump. So what happened there is we simulated spawning and killing a witch, right? It failed to get the pristine drop, but it did succeed. It always succeeds in making overworldian matter, which is some nice stuff. It gives you experience, which is cool. And it also can be used for some nifty recipes. So that's pretty good stuff. Cool. And there's different types of matter from deep mob learning. So if we were to kill wither mobs, we would get hellish matter and extraterrestrial matter from things like the end type mobs, right? And then there's twilight matter, which you can get from the Twilight Forest, which is cool. We should totally do a Twilight Forest adventure in this series for sure. So remember, we only have a 5% chance to get pristine drops. Now we can totally tick accelerate this thing if we really want to. It does mess with like the text on the screen a little bit, but that's okay. Hey, look, we got one. Pristine witch matter. Hooray! So low chance. But the good thing about running this thing here is that you get a bit of data each time you kill a mob in here. And eventually your witch data model will level up to the top tier just from running within the simulation chamber. You can also notice over somewhere here, it tells you how much RF per tick this is using. So this currently is using 120 RF per tick, which is not bad, really, if you think about it. That's not bad at all. Yeah, totally doable. So that's cool. So eventually this thing will level up. It's much slower than if you were to kill it itself. It's about 4 times slower. So you'll notice it says we need to do 48 iterations, which is 4 times the 12 that we would have needed to kill. So remember, we had to kill 12 more witches to level up? Or we can run it through the chamber 48 times, right? So 4 times more. Not a big deal. So just leaving this here to level up. And as it levels up, right, it'll give you a better chance. So once it hits advanced, we'll have an 11% chance to get pristine. And then once it hits superior, 24, and once self-aware is 42. Self-aware being the max level. So a little less than a 50% chance, which is pretty good. So now let's do something with our pristine witch matter, right? So let's get up here and get our loot fabricator ready to roll. So the loot fabricator is how we turn... do we have any dandelions left? I really need to do something about this one too. Where's some dandelions? I think there's some over in this general direction. So the loot fabricator is how you turn your pristine matter from any mob drop into actual resources, right? And you get to pick which resource you want, which is cool. So we'll take care of that right now, right? So you pulverize some of this. I don't even remember putting that cobble in there, which is funny to me. So there's your loot fabricator, okay? Now I'm gonna pop this behind this wall, I think. Hey, behind this wall. Yeah, I like that. Does this need to be here for any reason? I don't think so. So what I'm thinking is the loot fabricator, right? Let's think about this for a minute. How do we want this laid out? Let's pop him, let's say, here? Sure, why not? So he's going to need some power. Ta-da! And we're going to put our pristine witch matter in there. We're going to choose which item we want to get. So we want to get redstone from this guy. So now every time we feed pristine witch matter in there, he remembers that redstone is what we want to get out of it. So I'm going to get some item conduiting now. And basically do this, right? So you're going to be insert on green, not extract. On the east, you're going to be nothing. And on the south, you're going to be extract always active. Sweet. Now that thing should be smart in that he's only going to extract the pristine stuff. Cool. I like that. Great. Perfect. Looking good. All right. Now what I think I should do is have an interface and a crafting card. And some clay. Actually, let's have 32 of that stuff in there. And what else do we want? What else do we want? What else do we want? Probably some cables. Definitely some cables. Now, do I have any kind of cabling going on here? Let's peek over here. Yeah, we got something. Sweet. Yeah, we got some channels we can use. I am going to regret being sloppy with channels, aren't I? Absolutely. Actually, let's put you right here. Yeah, I like that spot. Okay, you come up. Do I not have you in there? Oh well. You're cracked stone bricks. Got it now. Okay, so that's about where I'm going to want my interface. Just want to make sure. So on the west, you're going to be nothing. Right, so there's basically no connection there. And on the down, you're going to be extract on brown. And on the south, you're going to be insert on brown. And hopefully that's cool. You know what? I should probably have you extract some of this green as well. But I want to filter it. So let's get an Ender IO filter. Really? Always with the paper. Or lack thereof. Right? What I'm going to do on the south... Actually... on the down. I want you to insert green, but I want you to filter. I can filter this before I put it in there, or no? Oh, I can. Good. Shift right click. I'm going to say Overworldian matter is what you're allowed to whitelist. So that when I set this down to insert on green, you're only allowing Overworldian matter into this thing, right? So what you should do now is extract all the Overworldian matter out. Cool? And that's going into the AE system. Perfect. Overworldian matter. How great is that? Right? And then all the pristine witch matter is turning into redstone automatically. So then the only thing left to do is insert my crafting card here and throw half a stack of polymer clay, and the AE system will auto-craft that for me, which is cool. And set the down here to be extract always active on brown. And hopefully south can insert on brown. I forget if you can insert in the back. It might be finicky about which side it's allowed to insert in. It might need to be from the bottom, maybe? Up can be insert on brown. Let me insert into the bottom, please. I'm trying to make this look halfway decent. Hey, pristine procurement succeeded. Hooray. That gives me another pristine matter. It doesn't look like he wants to insert on that side either. Extract always active, up, insert ground. That's annoying. I mean, I could facade it, right? And then it could look cool. Insert on brown. Now we're cooking. All right, cool. So your south, we will not insert on brown. Cool. Do we have a painting machine from Ender.io yet? I don't think we do. Let's get one. Oh, great. We can make it exactly already. Awesome. Whee! Where do I want to put you? I guess down at the end of the line would be cool. Let's max this whole thing out. Sure, why not? And then we're going to want a capacitor, which, of course, I'm still low on that. Hilariously low. I've been begging and borrowing and stealing from these things for far too long. I should really go get more of that Ender.io stuff. But anyway, what we want is... Where's my green stuff? Mossy stone bricks. In here. And we want a facade from Ender.io. Conduit facade. And then we paint that. And pop that right there. How great does that look, huh? Sweet. So now we've fully automated our witch production, right? So polymer clay is being auto-crafted and inserted automatically into this thing. And it's extracting automatically the redstone. And, hey, look, it just upgraded to advanced here. Perfect timing. Perfect timing, right? So now we need to run this 300 more times to upgrade to the next tier. But hey, now we have an 11% chance to get the pristine, right? And if I really wanted to, I could do that, right? And that's fine. I wonder at what point we're like not able to support the power of this thing. I mean, that works, right? I have the power of the tick accelerator. And I love it. Okay, looking good, looking good. Not too shabby, right? Are you even being used for anything anymore? I feel like you should be. You gotta be used for something. Are we feeding power into you on the bottom? We are. Okay, cool. So yeah, you do need to exist still. I mean, need's a strong word, right? But yeah, it's a good thing you exist. Let's just put it that way. So now what I want to do is turn all the redstone that we're getting and feed it into the Tome of Alkahestry, right? So we're actually getting a decent amount if you pay attention to this, right? Like we've got a decent amount of redstone showing up in here, which is cool. So let's take on the next task. So our next task, I'm going to use the RF Tools Crafter, which, yes, you guys have seen me use this machine before. Sorry. But it's the best machine for this use case, right? So we're going to get a Tier 2 Crafter, I believe, is what we're going to want. And we're going to pop you right... That's weird. Since when do you face that way? Yeah, that looks better. So this guy is a cool machine, because you can set multiple recipes into it. And you can program how things work. Cool? So the first recipe I'm going to teach this thing is how to charge the Tome of Alkahestry, right? So what I'm going to do is say that you're going to do something like... Where's the thing here? Let's just grab some redstone. Okay, so recipe 1. All items in the input slot are consumed. And we want to do... Result of crafting operation will go to output buffer, but remaining items like buckets will stay in input. I think that's what we want. Or just internal. Result of crafting operation will stay in input buffer. Let's try that, right? So I'm going to do you plus you and apply. Now, hopefully you're going to be smart about this. Oh, good. Look at that. How cool is that, right? So now all redstone that goes in here automatically charges the tome. You ready? Watch. See? That's working. That's cool. So that's step 1. We just taught this thing how to turn that stuff into that thing. So what I want to do is say redstone mode active, right? Redstone on to activate, so that it doesn't actually start consuming resources yet. And I want you to remember the slot positionings. What that means is that it now remembers what items go in each slot. So it'll save those slots, which is cool. So the next thing I want us to do is start duping sand, gravel, and dirt. Okay, so what we're going to do is say we're going to do external C. What this means is I think it's going to put the tome back in the internal slots, and the external slot over here will be the output, right? So if we do U plus U and apply, that should be cool. So what happens when I put sand in here? And we turn this off. Hooray! That's what I wanted to see. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, that's not cool, actually. That's not cool at all. He didn't go there because he's a different item now. So let's forget your slots, right? But let's do a couple things here. I think I can make this work. Let's do gravel next. External C, tome plus gravel, apply. Okay, and then you are also going to be external C, tome plus sand, apply. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to put you on redstone mode again. I'm not going to let you remember about the tome, but what I am going to let you remember is the sand, gravel, and dirt positions, and the redstone position. Okay, so redstone's going to go here, dirt, sand, gravel, and then I'm going to want cobblestone and all, or it doesn't even matter what I put in all the other ones, right? Just something that's going to clog these slots up. Okay, and remember that. Cool. So now if I put the tome in here, and we do this, sweet. That's cool. And then we clear out the slot. Now we've got that going on. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so now we've taught this crafter here how to charge the tome with redstone and how to get dirt and sand into this thing. So now let's automate this further. Where is my friend? Are you guys inserts? Yeah, you're insert on green, you're insert on green. So what I think I'm going to do is just rearrange this a little bit such that he goes into here. Right, and that should be cool, right? And that'll put your snowballs and your obsidian and all that other stuff right into here, right? So that still works. See, watch. 1023. Hey, buddy. Come on, this is the part where you work. Insert on green. Extract on green. Why are you not working? Why are you not working? Yeah, you should totally be working right now. It's weird, right? Am I crazy? Maybe it's just because it's not enough? That shouldn't matter. I think it might only extract a certain amount at a time, so maybe that's why. Maybe it needs to be 4 that I take out. Bro, what is going on? Am I crazy? Up, extract, always active on green, latex processing unit. Up, extract, always active, export is down. Okay. And we reconnected all this, right? Oh, that's a compact drawer. That's why. I was looking for... It looked like the right block to me. Insert, not extract. All right, now you should be... Yeah, now you're cooking. Cool. Okay. And I'll just trash can the extra obsidian and snowballs because, you know, whatever. It's all good. All right, cool. So now that we've got that hooked up, let's run from the export here, right? Let's get another filter. I'm thinking that's the right move, right? So what we're going to want to have, I'm going to make you insert on blue. How's that sound? And extract on green. And you're going to extract on blue, but you're going to filter what you're allowed to extract. And that filter will be sand and gravel. No, not andesite, gravel. Gravel and dirt. Okay, so you're going to only be allowed to extract sand, gravel, and dirt. Right? On blue, always active. So if I run you over to here, you should start extracting these guys. Good. That's what I wanted to see. That is what I wanted to see. How cool is that? How cool is that? Nifty? That's what I wanted to see. So what we should be doing is basically extracting sand, gravel, and dirt from here, right? And putting it into the auto crafter, and then extracting, right? Now, if we wanted to, we could do those upgrades, the speed upgrades from Ender.io. I should probably teach you how to make those. There's some kind of speed upgrade or something, right? Extract speed upgrade. Refine storage crafting speed upgrade. That's interesting. But yeah, let's get you into here. Oh, we want the proper iron, not the silly iron. Not the nonsense iron. Proper iron, please. And let's add you to here. Are we missing anything? Didn't I just teach you how to make that? Speed upgrade. Can you make 20 of those? You're missing redstone torches and electrical steel. All right, you should probably learn how to make that. And you are a alloy recipe. Really? Alloy furnace? Only with the steel and silicon? Oh, alloys. There we go. That's what I wanted. I was going to say, I thought there was a... there you go. That's the alloy that we wanted. Okay, so that comes into here. You go into that. And now we want, you know, 20 of these dudes. That's cool. Get to work. Meanwhile, we should be getting lots of sand and gravel. How great is that, huh? It's working. And dirt. Now, what's your deal, buddy? Are you low on redstone? You are, exactly as expected. So let's have you. So you're inserting on blue. So I'm also going to have you extract on blue. Always active. So that hopefully you can extract the redstone out of there and charge up the Tome of Alkahestry. How cool is that? Now, if we ever backstuffed anything in here, it would be fine. Because here's what's going to happen. When we start backstuffing resources, okay, what we're going to have is, because we told you can only have andesite and all these other slots, this thing will stop running. Isn't that neat? I like this. I like this a lot. I think it's cool. How's our speed upgrades coming along? They're actually getting there. So that should extract redstone at a higher pace now. Those speed upgrades make a big difference, as you can see. That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's working. Let's have you extract a little bit faster, too. Nice. How great is this, huh? That's a different approach to a cobble gen. Cobbleworks. That's a ridiculous way to make dirt, sand, and gravel. I think the last thing we want to do is get glass going here, right? So what if we had a furnace here, and we got a resonant conversion kit, and let's say 4 speed upgrades, augment dudes. Oh, we're low on gold? Killing me, Smalls. Killing me. We're really that low on gold? That's ridiculous. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make it so that the back is the insert and the extract slot. And we're basically going to want another filter. And you're going to be allowed sand on your insert. Okay, so you're going to insert on blue with a filter of sand. Okay, and you will extract on green, always active. Ta-da! So now we're taking sand out of the drawers, smelting into glass, and inserting it back into the drawer system. Right? And that's going to get glass going. And that seems pretty cool to me. Hey, look, 2045. Sweet. That's pretty good, actually. So I guess dirt's the focus now, right? So it's not going to make any more gravel, but it will make more dirt, which is cool. Can we just get a couple more speed upgrades to help this out? That should make things a little bit quicker, right? That's awesome, actually. That's really cool. That works pretty well, honestly. If you look at it on paper, it looks pretty cool. Resonant conversion kit all the way up to top tier. How many augments can I get, buddy? Available 5, missing 15. So I can get like 1. Oh man, I need more gold. Do we really have no more gold? All right, let's get a little bit of this cooking. So I'm gonna call that wrapping up point. That sound fair? I should probably store this overworldian matter that I'm collecting in a drawer of some kind. I think that's a smart move. But for now, I'm going to call it wrapping up point. So Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. A little bit of a silly approach. I mean, a little bit of a silly approach, right? To a Cobbleworks. The only thing we're not actually producing in our Cobbleworks is cobblestone, which is a little bit of a womp womp, but that's okay. So now we should be getting more sand going on. Is that right? We should be producing more sand. We might be out of redstone back there, but that's okay. We'll get more. Yeah, we're out of redstone, which is why we're not getting any more sand, but that's okay, because our witch production will make more redstone for us, right? We just got some, so now we should be getting more sand, and that's pretty cool, right? So it's ridiculous. It really is, but I think it's cool, nonetheless. All right, for now, Daryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time, and maybe throw a cobble gem back there or something. I don't know, something simple just to produce cobble. But aside from that, I call that a completed build. All right, guys, take it easy.